Hey, Tubes. Jonathan was wrong here. Oh, gosh. Just hit a rock. I'm fine. Everything's fine. What the hell was that? Okay. Everything's fine. Car's fine. Okay, take two. Tubes. Jonathan was wrong here. Derp. So anyway, a couple things I want to talk about. Right off the bat, so what's with the weather? It was in the high 30s. It was like 39 degrees earlier. And, you know, cold, sprinkly, overcast. Now, this is kind of interesting at around, you know, sunset's been happening around like 3:30, 4. You know, you can start to see the color around 3, you know. This afternoon at 3 in the afternoon, it was just as bright out. Like the whole sky was lit up. It was one of those days where the whole, you know, it was the whiteout, but the whole whiteout was lit up. So I was like, well, that's interesting. Now fast forward, it is, you know, almost 7:30 at night, and it is like in the high 50s. That's ridiculous. So it's raining, it's nighttime, and it's warmer than it was during the day when the sun was up and it was not raining. You know? You know? What do you gotta do? Please, someone give me like the physical, like what are they? Of course, you know, they're not saying anything on the news. Of course not. They're not giving any explanation why it's gone up in temperature when the sun has gone down and the weather has worsened. There's no physical explanation. You know, the sun makes things warm. You know? I don't know, man. It boggles the mind. It bottles it. It puts it in a bottle and spins it. No, seriously though, it's I don't even know, man. So yeah, weather's strange. No one cares. No one gives a crap that like every other day it's like completely different weather. It's like a different season. No one cares. No one cares. Say anything about it, you're a crazy person. How dare you? You're a crazy person. I need to blow my nose. What else? Oh. What is with the mystery, you know, the cult of Babylon there being obsessed with the unicorn? Why do they love the unicorn so much? Why did they change it into something mythological and then like put it on everything? What's with the unicorn? You know? Why do they love it so? And for anyone who's like deals with those people like, if you believe in God, you believe in unicorns because the Bible mentions unicorns. Those are rhinoceroti. Rhinos. It's even in their title, in their you know, in their Latin name is unicornus. But yeah, up until you know, not too long ago, rhinos were also known as unicorns. It wasn't until some probably, you know, butthole, you know, mystery science theater guy decided to make unicorns a thing. Who knows, man? They got these, you know, they've been working on some things for, you know, ever. I mean, think about something as little as Bill Nye. Let's look at let's look at the Bill Nye timeline. Now, if you're my age, or around my age, you grew up with Bill Nye being kind of like the next, you know, Mr. Wizard. I was a little too young for Mr. Wizard. I remember Mr. Wizard, but I was very young. You know, I remember a few things, but Not nearly as much as I remember Bill Nye. Now, they like to release these people during very impressionable ages. So you trust them. So they basically they released Bill Nye during the 90s to gain the trust of the children, and fast forward to the early aughts. Now we have Daniel Tosh. Once again, if you're within my age group, you're probably watching that show, Tosh.0. So it turns out that Bill Nye is Daniel Tosh's father. Who knew? So on the Tosh.0 show, he paints his father as a really nice guy, sends him Bible, inspirational Bible quotes, derp, all this stuff. Bill Nye's a nice guy. Tosh says so, and then all of a sudden, Bill Nye gets this massive push. Like, he wasn't anywhere, he wasn't doing anything, and then all of a sudden now he's got his own show on Netflix. I don't know if he still has it or not, but now he's telling us how to think and feel, and how still, now that we're adults, and that's by design. That's not that's full circle. They set this guy out to plant seeds in us when we were kids. This has been like a over 2-decade plan just for one person, just for one one plant, for one demographic. They got all the time in the world. People always get think like, oh, these conspiracies get too deep and this and that, derp. They got all the money and all the time. They control everything, Like, if you're not good looking enough to go into Hollywood, you become a politician. You become a science. You go into the schooling system or science or something. They're all the same people. They find somewhere to put you, so you can serve the system. That's why all these people, their parents are in Hollywood, or models, or musicians, or whatever. Every single one of them. It's always a dynasty, or they got brought up in the Disney B system. These people don't get famous by accident. They aren't discovered. It's a sad, hard truth, but unfortunately, some of our favorite actors are, they've always been there, and they were supposed to be there, and they've meant to be there, for us to trust and believe. So when they need to push an agenda, and they have a demographic that won't listen to politicians or scientists that they own, they'll listen to the to that person who was in their favorite movie when they're grown up. Everyone trusts David Bowie. You shouldn't, even though I love David Bowie, but I don't, because I don't know him. I love his music, but is even his music, Gosh. So many questions, but anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful, warm, rainy night in the beginning of December. Nothing to see here. I think that's it for now. Everybody have a beautiful night, and God bless you.